Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Introduce, my name is Sagina Herlika, and my friend Anissa would like to convey material about patient safety. Well, the first material will be delivered by myself, and then will be continued by my friend. And the first is their definition of infection. Infection is presence of organism in tissue or body fluids accompanied by clinical symptoms, both local and systematic. Infection that occur while a person is being treated and begging to show symptoms while a person is sick or have finished being treated are called nosocomial infection. And the infection process can be divided into 4 stages, which are as follows. Incubation stage, the period from the entry of pathogenic microorganisms into the body until the appearance of symptoms. The time required at this stage varies. And two, prodromal stage. This period starts from the appearance of general symptoms to the appearance of specific symptoms. At this stage, the individual is highly infectious, that is, it is easy to transmit or spread pathogenic microorganisms others. And three, stage, a period characterized by the development of specific symptoms that can manifest in infected organs, and all parts of the body. For convalescent stage, the period from symptom reduction until the individual returns to health, the time is different for each individual. And then infection controls effort. There are several efforts that can be done to prevent infection, including official work only when healthy, have regular medical checkup, or every 6 months. Do not work when suffering from infection or communicable disease. Work according to aseptic and antiseptic principles. Work according to correct procedures. Wash hand with correct techniques by attention to hygiene, a good individual. Maintain a clean environment. Carry out proper nursing care. Isolate under quarantine circumstance. Work according to the applicable rules and regulations. And two, tools. Wash, store it in a dry, clean, sterile, and store it in a special place. Do not use demic tools. Do not use tool of doubtful sterility. And linen must be clean, dry, and smooth. One set of tools for one action. Do not install that expired. Tool in the treatment room should be made of material that are easy to clean, not contaminated by keratin disease. Three, patient isolate disease that suffer from infection. disease, take care of the patient's personal hygiene by special action to patient with disease that are believed to be infections. And for environment, like lighting or sunlight, must be sufficient. Air circulation must be sufficient. Maintain cleanliness. Avoid insect. Prevent falling of water. Trash cans are always closed. Floor surfaces are flat and not perforated. Treatment room walls are slippery, easy to clean and have no corners. Room clean it regularly. Infection control efforts are multidisciplinary. There are several things that need to be considered in infection control. One discipline, the behavior of healthy workers, must be based on high discipline to comply with aseptic procedures, invasive technique, prophylactic measure, and so on. Two, defense mechanism, protecting patient with self-defense mechanism so that they are not exposed to sources of infection. And three, drug, pass of antiseptic drugs, antibiotic, and other that can affect the incidence of infection. Will next material will be explained by my friend Anissa.
Okay, well, I will continue the next material. And the design. The design of the treatment room will affect the risk of infection transmission, especially through air or airborne or physical contact, and is possible if the room area is not sufficient. A device. Protective equipment is needed is a barrier to transmission, for example, protective clothing, mask, protective eyewear, gloves, and so on. Safe patient handling. A definition: patient safety. According to Supari in 2005, patient safety is free from accidental injury or avoiding injury to patient due to medical treatment and medicine errors. Hospital patient safety is a system where hospitals make patient care safer. Next, B. Infection control management in hospital. Infection prevention and control strategies according to the Indonesian Ministry of Health 2008. In infection prevention and control strategies consent of enhanced host resistant infection of the course type again of infection, breaking the chain of transmission, post-exposure prophylaxis, or PEP measure for health workers. Next, C. Patient safety standard. The standards are as follows: patient right, educate patient and families, patient safety in continuity of service, use of performance important method to evaluate and improve patient safety program. The role of leadership in improving patient safety, educate staff about patient safety, community and communication is key for staff to achieve patient safety. Uh, okay, so much material from us about patient safety, and thank you. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.